I did what I could, but there is an Imperial unit up ahead. Thought I should warn you.
Sounds good. Lead the way.
Now we're up against the force switch.
I'm with you.
Integrity reduced.
I'm gonna land you! I'm gonna make you bleed!
Give me a target.
Baron?
One moment.
Still impressive.
You have not seen the true extent of my powers, Countess. Can you make it?
Not without some help.
Then it is good this path is designed to find you. The ruins are safe.
It's coming from that chamber. This place is strong in the Force. So these ruins do sing.
Welcome back.
Hey,
The Imperial labor camp on Maza.
the garrison's half empty. We can strike before reinforcements arrive.
Sounds promising, but Marin and Grease haven't made it back to the ship yet.
Well, as soon as they do, I'll scout ahead and they can rest on the Mantis.
You know they'll never allow themselves to rest if you're in danger. You never give up. And that's what inspires all of us. But you have to remember that where you lead, they will follow.
I know I've been pushing recently, but ever since Grease got
What happened to
hurt...
Grease is not your fault. But ever since then, you've been reckless.
I keep worrying about something bad happening to one of you.
It's good to acknowledge your fear. But don't let it determine your path. Focus on the moment. Choose your direction and act with certainty. And trust that, whatever the odds, you'll pull through. Cal, trust yourself.
Trust in the Force.
Exactly.
No holding back now. Focus on the moment. And push through! We gotta take this storm head on. Brace yourself, BD. She always knows where to guide me, even if I don't know my next step.
Cal, what happened?
See for yourself.
Not bad. Maybe you can keep up with me now.
Let's find out. What's the Empire up to?
They're at the temple entrance, waiting for something.
We still got time. That can't be good.
It will tear that temple apart.
Ramias is still in there.
Let's split up. I will distract that monstrosity.
Be careful. I'll see you inside. All set. Now or never. The winds are with us now.
Drill assault craft is landed. Starting excavation on the northern face of the temple. That thing is gonna gut that place in no time. So we'll be home early. Nice. You shouldn't be here! Take him down!
That drill will take time to set up. Well, Merrin can slow them down.
I chose the wrong profession. Should have lined up and chose the flamethrower track. Then again, I never liked fire either. What kind of sword is that?
Anyone back there?
Down there! Don't let him get away!
Incredible. But that won't stop the Empire from reducing it to rubble.
Might be chambers and tunnels out here. We'll have to proceed on foot. Copy that. Target spotted! Watch out! It's the Jedi! Hold up! Watch out! Oh no! Oh no! Found you, intruder. Only Jedi can...
Hey, look at this. Gotta hurry. Brother Armias can't hide forever. You know what to do. Sanctuary to all who seek it. Sounds too good to be true.
Pilgrim Sanctuary should prove a worthy location for the safe house.
Its proximity to the Archive is ideal.
And with a bit of your slicing, this temple could once again provide safe haven for those who need it most.
Sound good. This place won't hold long. Pilgrim Sanctuary has some new caretakers. That sentry droid could be trouble.
Grab everything you can find. We need a clean sweep before the drill guts this place. This is the third temple we've... Someone wiped out the squad on Oak.
I am it. I see.
Cover! Now! Attack him quickly! I actually got it!
Somebody help! Empire still has no idea what's under their noses. But they'll find the safe house eventually. Let's keep moving. Hey, this is a good find. No sign of the path safe house yet. I see him, bud.
I'm led to believe that there is a vast network of subterranean waterways beneath the temple.
Perfect. That should give our operation cover from Imperial scanners.
Who's this now? Right over there. Understood. Someone get him. I'm not done with you.
think we're in the right place. What do you think? You mentioned the Golden Scryton. Anything else I should keep an eye out for?
Should you venture into the murkier regions of the Highlands, you could find yourself in the lair of a Sutaban Alpha, a vile thing. You would be wise to keep your distance.
And in case I don't?
How very Jedi of you. In that case, I would warn that the beast is quick and ferocious, more so on both counts than its lesser brethren.
Good to know. Tempting.
Yes, that suits you, noble one.
Looks good to me.
The wisdom you've recovered is a boon to us all.
I could go for a Skaz steak right about now.
Seer. Couldn't save Armias. He gave his life for this. I'm sorry.
I know you did your best, Cal. And the Empire?
They did not track us.
Hey, Scrapper. Glad you made it back in one piece.
Master Cordova. Did you find a way across the abyss?
No. But you may have, Cal. Bode and I were able to find some interesting data in the archives.
Let's show them what we dug up.
Centuries ago, the Republic established the colony on Kobol to study a stellar anomaly known as the Abyss. Santari Kree led the research team.
That Z with him.
Early attempts to navigate the Abyss ended in disaster. The Republic was on the verge of abandoning the project.
And then guess who volunteers to fly in alone and discovers a planet on the other side?
Dagon.
Using the data from his voyage, Kree invented the Abyss Compass to guide others safely to Tantalor.
The Republic established a settlement, the Jedi built a temple, just like you said, Cal.
Regrettably, a time of peace and prosperity was disrupted when Outer Rim marauders invaded.
I saw them too, but how'd they get across the Abyss?
He must have stolen a compass. Don't worry, we won't be so careless.
Overwhelmed, the Republic abandoned Tantalor, and the Jedi Council ordered Kree to destroy the compass.
Dagan Gera refused and rebelled against the Order.
That is a Gendai. They do not often ally with other species.
Looks like Ravis has been working with Dagan for a lot longer than we thought.
So the Order sent Jedi to secure the compasses. Dagan murders them over it.
Jedi. Killing other Jedi.
But Centauri said that Dagan was the key to Tantalor.
Maybe he is, young Jedi. Despite my efforts, those compasses you brought me were beyond repair. However, records indicate that 3 were unaccounted for.
So you're saying one might still be out there?
Yes.
And Dagan sent his army to look for it.
I'd ask you to stay and help us, but I recognize that look.
What look?
Hope. That planet could be a haven for those who stand against the Empire.
So you coming with us? I mean, Grease can make room on the Mantis. For all of you.
No. This place needs me. The Hidden Path needs me.
Cordova?
I'm sorry, my friend. But for now, my place is on Jeddah with Seer. Let me prepare a data stick so you'll have access to our research wherever your journey takes you.
Let me guess. You're staying too.
When we first met, I thought that what we shared was unique. Survivors, fighting together against the Empire who took our families.
Yeah. You helped me realize I wasn't alone.
As did you. But there is a galaxy full of people who have suffered as we have. It's as Seer said. Perhaps you have found a sanctuary for them.
Perhaps. If we can get to it.
I will join you. Besides, it's been far too long since I've made Grease's hair stand on end.
See you back on the Mantis, Night Sister.
You're upset about Armias.
Aren't you?
Of course. But this is not the first life lost in our struggle. And it will not be the last.
I know, but we were so close, Seer.
Brother Armias served the cause faithfully. And that service lives on through our determination to keep moving forward.
What happens to the safe house now?
It will be a long time before we can risk sending anyone to collect what remains. Cal, find Tantalor. Imagine how many lives we could save.
I'm curious to hear what you make of Dagan Gera's history.
Dagan felt like his life's work was being threatened. That obsession led him astray.
Sounds all too familiar.
What do you mean?
You may recall that I had a vision foretelling the fall of the Order. But the Council... well, let's just say that my warnings fell on deaf ears. In my arrogance, I felt betrayed.
But you were right.
That's beside the point. I allowed my wounded pride to cloud my judgment. When the Purge began, I was still searching for proof that my vision was true. Instead of being there to support Seer and her Padawan.
Time for us to make our move.
Cal, BD well-timed. I remembered a second location you might wish to explore.
Another temple?
Quite so. This one is in the southern desert, and it is quite magnificent. When I visited, I felt the weight of the past upon me. I am sure you will too.
Sounds incredible.
I think so. Although it was certainly simpler before the Empire increased its presence here. Good luck on Kobo, my friend.
What was it like to reunite with Master Cordova after all these years?
Terrifying.
Not the response I expected.
Remember that he disappeared without a trace not long after his premonition that the Order would fall.
We always feared that he had died.
Yes. Then one day he simply walks into my archive, alive and whole. For a moment I felt like a Padawan again. Ashamed that we hadn't completed his plan to rebuild the Order. And I didn't know how he would react to our decision to destroy the holocron.
How did he react?
As a master should. With questions, trust, and understanding. I'm very glad he found his way back to us. The Empire is always watching.
We should return to Kobo soon.
I'll just need a moment here.
The longer we wait, the bolder these raiders grow. What's keeping us? Kobo calls.
Right. I've got so many questions, Master Cordova. I don't know where to start.
With your first, young master.
Tell me about the Order in your day. If you wouldn't mind.
Well, Qui-Gon Jinn and I enjoyed a close friendship.
I've heard stories about Master Qui-Gon. You knew him?
That's right. When I first arrived on Coruscant, he was kind enough to show me around.
You as a youngling, with Master Qui-Gon as your tour guide.
It was his home, after all. I can't bring myself to go back there. There are too many memories.
We understand.
Look after him out there, BD.
I've noticed some pretty fierce creatures in the desert.
Indeed. Though I suspect you have yet to meet the fiercest.
Oh yeah?
Stay afield of the Golden Skriton, Noble One. It is an ancient, treacherous creature. Should you be forced to confront it, do not trust its movements. It strikes suddenly, and in quick succession.
I'll keep that in mind. I'm sorry about Brother Armias.
Do not apologize. He has become part of a greater whole.
Did you know him well?
Yes. Like me, he was one of the named few. A free thinker as well. You might say we shared a rebellious streak.
I wish I could have done something.
We have a saying for such times. Ever it passes. Carry it with you.
I will.
Seer tells me you were trained in the Jedi Temple on Coruscant.
Up until I became Master Tapal's Padawan. Then we went off to serve in the Clone Wars.
Do you think of your life on Coruscant much?
Sometimes, it's like a dream.
And yet it is not.
That life. And it's so long ago. So much has happened since then. Most days it feels like it happened to someone else.
I think I understand, a little. Thank you. It was not my intention to bring up bad memories.
It's okay, sister.
I would know what you make of Jeddah, Noble One.
Feels lonely on Jeddah. The desert can seem endless.
You are not the first to say so. Jedi brings forth an awareness of the self, and we are never more lonely than in our own presence.
Is that why the Narcus stay?
The Pilgrim Moon is our ancestral home, but you are correct. There is more to our presence here. The Force resonates through the fingers of Kyber that grip Jedda's heart. Care to gaze upon sacred treasure?
There you are. Manus is tuned to perfection and ready to go. So where are we going?
Back to Kobo. Turns out we need a special compass to navigate the Abyss.
A compass? Okay, sure. Whatever you say, kid.
Oh, and Marin's coming along.
Wait, what? Marin's joining us? Why didn't you tell me? I could have cleaned up the place. Oh, this is just perfect. Well, now it's too late to clean the Manus. I hope she doesn't notice.
Now that Marin's with us, we can go back to Coruscant.
What's that smell?
Smell? What smell? You could eat off this ship. But don't. I'm trying to keep it clean.
I smell it too.
Are you kidding me? It must be Cal. Always tracking things in and showing up with weird droids. And those outfits of his. I'm not even sure he cleans them. Oh, the ponchos alone.
We should burn them.
You know, you're right. We should.
Wow. This escalated quickly.
Come here, Cal. Trip's almost over.
You glad to be back?
Yes, it is nice to be traveling again. Grease is a little shaky in the cockpit.
You'll get the hang of it. Been a while.
I hope so. I do not fear death, but I would prefer not to die on the Mantis. It's nothing personal. All these people, oblivious to the war we're fighting.
Maybe that's a good thing.
For now, perhaps. But what this galaxy needs is a true revolution.
You gonna lead it?
Wouldn't you like that? Just so you know, I never stopped fighting the Empire. It was one of my travel hobbies.
Marin's wasted no time in getting comfy on the Manus.
Yeah? What did she do?
Well, for one, she conveniently seems to forget to clean her own dirty dishes. They just sit right there, right on the table, as if to say, "Here, Grace, you clean me."
Maybe she hexed them.
What? She can do that? Maybe you should pitch in and do some chores, BD. And beeping ain't chores. Ah, Coruscant. If I set up my cantina here, then I'd really be making some credits.
And do you think the Bedlam Raiders are bad? Here you'd have to pay protection to crime lords, bribe CSF officers, you name it.
But I'd have a neon sign with my name on it. And that would make Great-Grandma Pyloon mighty proud.
I'm sure she'd already be very proud of you, Grease.
Oh, you think? Okay, get out of here and do what you gotta do before the Inquisitorius find us again. You eating okay? Keeping up your strength?
Do I look like I'm wasting away?
Well, no, I mean, you look fine. Listen, just let me fuss, would you?
I appreciate you, Grease, but I'm fine. Might not be able to cook like you, but we were able to find food.
Significant.
Yeah, no kidding.
It's the wealth. The sheer amount of credits flowing in and out of these streets, and right into the pockets of the politicians at the top.
Most people are on the outside, even if they don't know it. Maybe someday we can change that.
I always liked this city. Good place to disappear.
Easy to get lost, and easy to lose yourself.
Spoken like a man who almost did.
Are you talking about yourself again?
You don't know the half of it, Kestis. All this High Republic business has got me thinking.
About what?
All those years ago, people had the exact same worries we did. Fear of the future. The need to protect one's family.
Times change. People don't.
Ain't that the truth? Wonder what I would have been if I'd lived during the High Republic.
Doesn't feel right being here.
We are safe.
Where do
I
we
kept
go?
us hidden on approach.
I know. But still, this is the capital of the Empire. It's no place for outlaws like us.
Ease up, Grease. They haven't got us yet.
Just tell me when we can leave. Headed to Kobo? Drinks are on me! Actually, forget that last bit.
The Mantis has changed.
Oh yeah, Cal and Bode, they ain't exactly the cleaning types.
I cleaned this morning. Wait, did I? No, I didn't. That's on me.
Aaron, I didn't know you were coming. Hey, maybe I'll pick up some scat steaks. Why'd you join back up anyways?
Seer and I believe Tanalor could be a refuge for those persecuted by the Empire.
Persecuted by the Empire, huh? Gonna get crowded. All right, Cal, get up here.
Welcome to Kobo.
Cal, so glad you're back. You missed all the action. It was horrible.
Did something happen?
The Raiders paid us another visit. Took a shine to that droid you found.
See?
They took her, Cal. Carried her right out. She's been droid-napped.
My saloon better be okay, Turgle. I think you brought this down on us.
I'm innocent, Mr. Grease. Promise.
Dagon sent them. He's after Tanalor.
There must be something more to Z than we realized. Something scrambled up in her memory banks.
We have to rescue her. Once he gets what he wants, he'll scrap her for sure.
It won't be easy to get her back. The Raider base is in the swamp. They gutted an old Lucre Hulk battleship from the Clone Wars.
We've seen it. Means they got a lot of firepower.
As do we.
She's right. Now's our time to move.
I like where this is going.
They already have what they came for. They're back at their fortress feeling safe, complacent.
They'll never see it coming.
Maybe not. But if you're wrong, then they'll be looking for payback.
Not to worry. I will stay here and look after Grease and the others.
You sure?
I think you two can manage. Just don't let him swim without supervision.
Let me know if you need help.
Nice axe.
Name's Mosey.
Marin.
All right. I'll scout ahead. Meet you there?
Have you two had any run-ins with the Raiders?
They wouldn't dare.
And we don't do much running.
But I do hate what they've done to this outpost.
I hate how they're always rooting through our outpost scrap heaps.
I hate how they scream all the time.
You haven't had your beauty sleep in months.
Looking at you, you haven't had beauty sleep in the past 100 cycles.
Something you need?
Hello?
You check out those rollers in the building yet?
Still working on it.
What can I help you with? Cal, what's up with that woman who showed up with you?
Erin, she's a good friend. What about her?
Nothing.
Are you afraid of Marin?
Me? Oh, no. It's just... Well, I've never seen anyone like her before.
Marin's a night sister.
A night what? Wait, what is that?
She's from Dathomir, and she can perform magic.
Magic.
Now you're just yanking my Walluga ears.
I'm not. She can wake the dead. Don't worry. You have nothing to be afraid of. Usually.
Cal! Well, all I know is if the dead start walking around here, you're gonna get an earful. Oh, what a helpful droid.
Finally, those pesky Jawas have stopped poking around my claim.
I saw some Jawas in the forest.
Well, you ain't seeing them no more. Made themselves a little village on the far side of the valley. No one's heard a peep from them since. Not one Utini.
Maybe I'll see how they're doing.
Really? Yeah. Aren't you, Mr. Goody-Goody?
Hey, Cal. Good to see you.
Heard you and Bode are gonna take the fight to the Raiders.
Word travels fast around here.
A daring assault on the Raider fortress by the mighty warrior and his gunslinging sidekick to save their droid companion. Yes! Z is lucky to have a friend like you. Hi, Cal.
Listen, now that we're partners...
Partners, huh?
Business associates, best buds, call us whatever you will. Point is, our relationship is an investment. And we've got bigger fish to fry than these Raider hacks.
I'll get to those bounties, but if my friends are in trouble, they take priority.
You're gonna get killed with that attitude, Cal. But on a certain level, I can respect it. Get a move on, will ya? Those bounties won't collect themselves.
Do you know about the Bile Maw lurking in the mountain?
Can't say I do.
May seem peaceful, but when disturbed, it will charge and trample you. Its thick hide makes it resistant to even the strongest weapons.
How would you approach it?
Mind your feet. Its spray attack will leave pools of acid on the ground.
Good to know. Thanks.
Salutations.
Thanks for keeping an eye out while we go after Z.
If the Raiders return, we will make them regret it.
Reckon we're gonna get along just fine.
I think so. Go, Cal. Z needs you.
Hey, Cal. Got some info that might be useful to you.
Hey, Monk.
You look tired. Take a load off.
Hey, Monk.
Word is you're planning to rescue my new favorite droid.
That's the plan.
Well, before you go charging in there like a mudhorn through a moisture farm, allow me to give you the lowdown. That Raider base is inside a derelict Lucrehulk battleship. You ever seen one?
A few times.
Then you know how deadly those things are. It may be grounded, but that ship is still chock full of defense turrets and reprogrammed battle droids.
How do you know all this?
I read a lot. Listen, just grab Z and skedaddle before the whole hive comes swarming down on you,
Thanks for the advice, Monk.
Be careful out there. Now, I know you've got a lot on your plate, but one of my patrons set off to the swamp, and no one's seen her since.
You don't think she went after Z, do you?
Quite likely. And we both know that's Raider territory.
I'll check it out.
That'll put us all at ease, Cal. Zig's one of the good ones. Hope you're able to get Z back. That old research droid really livens things up around here. Bartender's job is never done.
Quite the selection. Let's change the tempo. So how'd you become a music producer?
I was born on Riosa, in the Inner Rim.
I've heard of it. Lots of heavy industry.
Yeah, you couldn't escape the factories, so I used to make little tunes out of the noise from them in my head.
You started early then.
And never stopped. There's more music to find out there, Cal.
Cal, while you're here, could I run something by you?
Sure. What have you got?
I heard some dredge operators discussing a strange structure in the swamp. Almost certainly another High Republic chamber. But I don't like my chances of conducting successful research on the Raiders' doorstep.
Maybe I could check it out for you.
Oh, that'd be wonderful. Some other time, okay?
I know things are pretty tough right now, but think about the old days. Remember that scrape on Dathomir, Kashyyyk?
That was a close call, and now it's even more dangerous.
I wonder what it'll be like on the other side of all this, you know? Assuming we live through it. Hey, I was thinking, now that Marin's back in the crew, we could always head to Coruscant. Not that I want to.
Seems like the raider problem here is getting worse on the daily.
They've got a new leader. No surprise they're getting bolder.
Well, I guess that's why they call it hazard pay. Not much to be done, is there?
Talk like that's gonna get us both killed.
Oh yeah? Well, let's get his take. What do you propose we do, Cal?
Why don't you get off-world? Try your hand somewhere less dangerous.
Kid's right, damn it. Let's get out of here before we get worse than killed.
We ain't throwing everything away just because things got a little hairy. This is just what we scrappers do. We grab anything that looks valuable.
And hope it isn't load-bearing. Yeah, I get it. But you're underestimating the raiders.
Due respect, we've made it this far. And there's no way I'm quitting.
We're?
Right. No way we're quitting now. Come back later, yeah?
Hey, we're thinking of plugging fresh energy cores into the dams at Dredger Gorge. See if we can get them working again.
Not a bad idea. Where'd you learn to do that?
Old friend of ours. Top-notch engineer. Had a winning smile, too.
That he did.
Good friend to have around.
You'd think. The guy shorted us on our cut after a big take. So, Grok may have left an anonymous tip with the authorities.
Yeah.
This how you treat all your friends?
Don't you mind, Cal. Real friends like you got nothing to worry about.
Yeah. See you when I see you.
Hey, Two-Locked.
From the eye of the storm into the belly of the beast you must go.
Yeah, I know.
What ails you, Sojourner?
Just wondering how things would have been different if I could have stopped them from taking Z.
Do your powers also include omniscience?
No, but...
Seek only where you wish to go, not where you long to have been. Regret is a mirage that leads many off the path.
So how did you end up on the wrong side of the law?
After my studies, I worked in the Republic Tax Collection Agency, investigating revenue disputes.
You were a tax collector? Sounds pretty legitimate so far.
Drearily legitimate. But it did introduce me to a steady procession of people desperate for things to shake out in their favor, so to speak.
And you helped them out, for a price.
Yes. But my fee was nothing compared to the price they paid at the hands of a corrupt system.
Whatever you say, Moran.
Talk later, hmm?
Sojourner.
Coward!
Hey, Scuba. How's the water?
Ah, fine. I just wanted to thank you for lending me your tank. Plenty more space for plenty more fishes, though. Let's keep them all spinning, eh?
Garden's still pretty barren. We can definitely improve this.
You've introduced a new species. After you plant it, I'll provide more detail.
Want to plant some seeds?
The more you plant, the more you bond.
Keeley would appreciate this new species. Let's talk to her.
Ooh, a bluebell squish. How fascinating. Its flower has a most unusual scent, drawn from the moss as it blooms. I find it quite pleasant. A pine fern. Delightful. Its foliage shifts colors with the temperament. Quite dazzling. I wonder what color it will display on Kobo. We can talk later. Wonderful. New seeds. And what precious details.
Circumventing offense.
Nice. This stuff gets everywhere. Yep, still not great.